Thank you, everyone, for taking your time to come out to this table read. We greatly appreciate your time and effort in reading all the parts to the screenplay. I know that you must have loved it. We put a lot of time and hard work into making this to be a fantastic read. So I'm just excited, and I know Lori's excited to hear what you guys have to say about our fantastic screenplay.
Yeah, and I just want to add that we put in so much time and effort into this, like he said, that we know you're gonna have some amazing positive comments. So don't hold back. Just let us know exactly how you feel. Thank you for letting us be a part of this table read. Wow, you guys were so brave to finish a script. It's gonna be the hardest thing you've ever done. I mean, I'm really impressed. Thank you for getting through that and being it because it takes a lot of willpower and motivation and talent just to even get yourself to the point where you finish an entire script. Thank you. But with that said, there were a few things that I found lacking. And also I was a bit confused. I didn't understand what the story's about. There was no concrete story there. It was just bits and pieces of things, random things that happened to people. So I really wanted to know, like, is this about poverty? Is this about something? So I think maybe like starting off with asking, what is this about? And answering that would really help with the story. But I do appreciate all the energy you put into it. It's very creatively thought out. Thank you.
You know, I've read a few scripts in my time, and I really appreciate the time you guys took to put this together. I don't know exactly how long it feels like you wrote it in a couple weeks, but I really enjoyed some of the concepts, but I just don't understand what you're trying to tell me with this story. I mean, there's scenes where the action just takes control of everything, and there's just no baseline story here. So I feel that you guys might want to take a little more time to focus on what you want your characters to tell us and what they are overcoming, because it just felt like people were just here and there and things were just happening. But I just, you know, thank you, but no thank you on this one.
Where do I begin? You know, I just, I'm gonna, like my colleagues here, I feel like you could have done so much with these characters in the story, but it just fell flat for me. Um, I, I know that as a creative person, we are always trying to get in touch with our emotions, but I didn't feel anything when I read this. It was just more like a manual, like a math book. People were doing things, but I didn't understand why and what was the purpose of it or how they felt about anything. I just feel like that's where you need to like draw me in, and it didn't happen. And plus, some of these characters, they're just so unrealistic. Not like anybody I've ever met. Like the guy that wore a top hat every place he went. There's no rhyme or reason for it. He just did it because he liked it. And if that's such an important part of the story, give him a backstory on it. Let us know why. Why is this important to the whole entire story? And if you're going to say this person needs to wear it to a party, is the party important? Let us know what's inside you.
What So the problem for me with this story is you said that this takes place in current day New York City, but with the characters that you're presenting, it felt like it was 17th century Europe or something. I mean, there was no culture in this story. There were no people of color. It was all men, except for the one lady, but her scene and her character was so small. She really didn't even need to be in the story. So I'm just curious of like where in New York is this actually taking place, because I don't see that in New York in current day at all. So I would maybe say study and do a little research on the actual people in these different parts of New York that your story has taken place in, and maybe liven up and give it a little more variety with your characters. You know, it's actually it's pretty sad that you didn't add anyone else in there. You could have put anyone in there, but it was just all men. So I'm just, it fell flat for me. I'm sorry.